My name is Charles Kapungwe. I am a pastor at Bethel Christian Center here in Lewiston. And as you are aware, we have the disease that has been ravaging the whole world, and this disease is called coronavirus. The other name is COVID-19. And the virus has also spread throughout the US, and here in the state of Maine, we have also been affected. I want to mention to say that the responsibility of fighting this disease rests upon all of us. And it is us as individuals, also collectively as a community, to make sure that this disease does not spread and affect people. Now, we know that this disease is infecting everybody regardless of race, nationality or nation of origin, gender, even religion. So any one of us is at risk in contracting this disease. I want to mention just 4 important points that can help in us to be involved and possibly help to contain the spread of this disease. The first point is hand washing. Hand washing is very, very important. Last time somebody told me that if you told us that this disease spreads by droplet infection, how and why should we be washing hands? Now, you must understand that sometimes we sneeze, sometimes we cough, or sometimes we blow our noses, and that can carry the virus on our hands. And we shake somebody, meet somebody who touches his mouth or nose, they can get the disease. So hand washing with soap and water is very, very important. If you don't have that, you can also use sanitizers, hand sanitizers with 60% alcohol in it. Now that helps so much to prevent the disease from spreading. The second point that I want to mention is for us to disinfect surfaces. Most of the surfaces that we come into contact, you will see that if somebody has the virus, would spread it around. So with a disinfectant wipe, you can clean the switches, like the light switches, the doorknobs, places that are usually touched by people, computer keyboards, even our phones. You know we have those disinfectant wipes. You can just wipe that. That can be very helpful to prevent the spread of the disease. Now, the third thing I want to mention is to stay home. If you can stay home, it will be very, very helpful for us to control this disease. Unless you need to go out, please stay home. Now, should you be found in public or maybe in a community, it is advised that you keep a distance of about 6 feet from another person. Now, 6 feet for us, maybe from Africa or those with a metric system, it is just about 1.8 meters. So you keep that distance. And I've seen in the community, in the shops, grocery stores, I've seen that they have marked some tapes that helps you to know which distance you cannot be closer to a person. So avoid to be in a social gathering if possible, unless you really need to. The last point that I want to mention is if you want some questions, you want to ask some questions, you can call your doctor. And if you don't have a doctor, you can look at the health organizations that are in your area. And I think this streaming has the names of the organizations that you can call if you want to ask questions. But you should also, in case you have symptoms like chest pain, which is very compressing, like with pressure, or you have difficulties in breathing, please call 911 or possibly go to the emergency room. And that is very, very important. Now, as a church from Bethel Christian Center here in Lewiston, we want to tell our community. There is a scripture in the Bible, Psalm 23, verse verse 4, where David says, I'll fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. So I know that the disease which has ravaged many communities produces fear in us. But we need not to fear, because God is still God. For us as a community who believe in God, we know that God is still God and He has not changed in spite of. So we don't have to fear. We just need to know the facts that would help us prevent the spread of this disease. Now, we should also be listening to the instructions of our community leaders. They might tell us whatever updates that our nation receives from those people who are working on this disease. But do not fear. God is in control. But do not test your God by going to touch things that could affect you. Please prevent them with using the knowledge that our health personnel are telling us. Thank you very much.
Hello, I am Lewiston's Mayor, Mark Kerr, and we'd like to share some important public health messages with you so that you and your family and our community members can remain as healthy as possible. It is critical that at this time we all work together to do our part to keep ourselves and our neighbors healthy.
And I am Auburn's Mayor, Jason Levesque. We are pleased to work with religious leaders across our community to bring you these messages that will help you stay healthy physically and spiritually. Please know that your local cities are also here to help you. You can find more resources and information at the end of this video.